Hello, YouTuberverse. It is Tanya. I am a reseller on Mercari, eBay, and Poshmark, and sometimes I do some local sales on Facebook Marketplace. So it has been quite a bit of time since I've done a video on YouTube, and the reason for that is that my previous job, I was working 7 to 3:30, but unfortunately it was an hour away. So I had to get up at about 4:30 in the morning so I could leave the house around 5:30 so I can make it to work. I like to give myself extra time. So I know if I left at 5:30, should get me to work at 6:30, but you never know what can happen along the way. There's an accident, there's bad weather, things happen, road closure, then you have to take a detour. So I always like to use the phrase that whenever I'm going somewhere, I like to give myself enough time to get lost. So in case I get lost, I'll still be on time. And if I don't get lost, then I get to be early. So, but anyway, I was leaving the house at 5:30 in the morning, going to work, not getting done work at 3:30, not getting home until 5:30 because even though it takes me an hour to get to work, or it took me an hour to get to work, it took me about an hour and a half to get back home because of traffic. I tried to take several different routes to try to cut down some of the time, and nothing worked. And since I work full time and I'm doing this part time, made it really difficult to find the time because I would get home by 5:30, try to make dinner or something. By the time dinner was done, it was maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock. Had to clean up, and since I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, of course, I want to get to bed early, around 8 or 9-ish. So then I went to bed, and I really didn't give myself a whole lot of time for doing any reselling. So I left that job and decided to go back to medical assisting, which I had done in previous years. Unfortunately, some of those hours were 12-hour days. Some of those days were working on Saturdays, so that wasn't working out. And there were some other issues that were there too. So it was a bad fit. It wasn't a good fit. And if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit, and it's time to move on to something else. So now I live in I work, excuse me. Now I work at a company in New Jersey, which is about 20 minutes away from me. I live right outside of New Jersey. It's about 20 minutes away. I start work at around 7:30-ish. I get done work around 4 o'clock, and I get home around 4:30. Which leaves me plenty of time to make dinner or do things around the house, spend an hour or two doing reselling. So I really have been spending my time reorganizing, reconfiguring my life. And which is another thing I want to go over maybe in the next video, is making plans for 2020 because it is coming upon us. Today is December 8th, and we have about 3 weeks left of 2019. And I would like to look ahead and make plans and be successful in 2020, as I'm sure a lot of people. So, that being said, last Friday, I think it was Thursday night into Friday, a wonderful lady by the name of Donatella Bottolino and T from Auctions for You did a 24-hour Black Friday marathon, and they broke all the rules. And since they were going to break all the rules for their auction, of course, I decided that that was going to be my first auction that I'm going to watch and maybe bid on something. So I bid on something and it was from Paul Antonelli. And I bid on it probably midday on Friday, and it got to me on Monday. I know this is a week later. I got it on Monday. Wasn't last week I wasn't feeling too good. Tuesday I stayed home from work because I felt awful. Started feeling better. Sadly my youngest child now, I think he's got something. He's been in bed for the last 2 days. So I have my box here from Paul from the Black Friday Marathon auction with Auctions for You from T and Donatella Bonalino. I haven't even opened the box yet. I have never used eBay tape before, and this eBay tape is quite interesting. So hopefully I will not stab myself or cut anything off. I use knives at work all the time, cutting open boxes. All right, it might take me another week to get into the box. Oh, I got into the box. Yay! All right. What is the first thing we got? Oh, more eBay tape. Scissors. So, got more eBay tape here. Nicely bubble wrapped. The lot that I bid on was a lot of 3 cameras. And one of them was a vintage camera. Oh my goodness. Okay, vintage camera. Berkeley Keystone Pocket Everflash camera. Okay, come on, Tanya, figure out how to open up a box, would you? Okay. So it's like one of those Instamatic cameras. I believe I might have had like something similar to this, not this camera, but something similar to this. And it's a film camera. And open up in there, and I know what kind of film that. It's that funny little film with the 2 things that you put in there, and then when it winds, there's film on the one side and it winds, and the film ends up being in the other side, and then they take that out, they crack that open, and then they develop the film. So this is interesting. Ooh, there's like a telephoto, and then there's a normal. Cool. All right, Tanya, stop. Put it away. Let's go see the next camera. I love cameras. I took photography in high school. So, like, cameras are like my jam. I really like them. I have some really old Polaroids that I don't plan on selling, just because I like them so much. And I think that's one of the reasons why people say, oh, I hate taking pictures for eBay and photographing. I really like taking pictures for listings. That's one of the things that I like doing. I don't know, maybe I'm a weirdo. I am kind of a weirdo, but that's okay. I'm a nice weirdo. All right. So, next item is Canon PowerShot right there, and it's got all of doesn't have a book, Looks like it was used. I'm sorry, it doesn't have a box. Has plenty of books. Doesn't have a box. Has a user guide with it. Ooh, a system map. Fancy. Oh my. And it looks like, I guess this is Spanish. It looks like there's even an instruction booklet in Spanish. So, all right, cool. 14 shooting modes. 12x zoom. Takes pictures. You can shoot movies. I don't know what picked bridges. Print share. Ooh. That's cool. I like that. Although I don't think that it really matters because it is for sale. Or it's going to be for sale. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. All right. And like I said, it was a lot of 3 cameras. Put that there. Let's save the bubble wrap. As much of it as I can because some of it's got the eBay tape on it, so I can't save that, but you know, maybe for something small I can save that. Ooh! Air pockets! I can save these too! Alright. Now this one, may or may not end up listed. It may or may not end up in my own home. So this is a 3-in-1 digital camera. Take still photos on the go. Add live images to your IMs. That's how old this is. Video conference with your friends. No film needed. Email your photos. Email your photos, really? I know, it's old. It just, I think it's funny. All right. Edit and edit and broadcast live video over the web. All right. I mean, no shade, but it just sounds very funny. Like, broadcast videos over the web. Send pictures via IM. But regardless of the lingo, because I know it's old, it's just very funny to me. I believe Paul said that there was, the USB was missing. Now I'll have to repackage this. And like I said, I don't know. This may be mine from now on. So I guess you would set it up like that. And you would take your pictures. It's got a little like viewfinder in the back. There's software that you install into your computer. Digital, 3-in-1 digital PC web video. So that's kind of cool, I think. In my not too humble opinion, I think that's kind of cool for a 1-year warranty. So yeah. So that is my little mini haul. Not sure how this was gotten into there. That's my little mini haul from Paul Antonelli from last week, the Black Friday auctions for you, and Donatello Bottolino. It is the first auction that I bid on and that I ever got anything from. And I look forward to doing more. I did another auction yesterday for Auctions for You, where I bid on something and I won a Beatles lot from Flippin' Crazy. So I can't wait for that to come in. Hopefully I can do a unboxing video a little sooner than I did this one, but like I said, we've been passing around germs in this house, and people have been getting sick, and I was sick. So I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody has an awesome week, and I hope we get lots and lots of listings done, and I hope everybody has a great month in sales.